Just when the royal waves seemed calm, a thunderclap shook the monarchy. King Charles has made a savage and final move. And Meghan Markle is at the very heart of the storm.
I want also...
Behind those golden palace gates, a chilling message has been delivered, one that will echo through the halls of Windsor for years. According to high-ranking palace insiders, King Charles has drawn an unmistakable line in the royal sand. A line that Meghan Markle has officially stepped over, and from which she cannot return.
Britain and the world were still coping.
But this isn't just some whispered annoyance. No, it's a full-fledged royal edict. King Charles has reportedly told senior aides, trusted advisors, and even a few foreign dignitaries during recent engagements that Prince Harry is welcome back into the royal fold, but only if he returns without Meghan.
Yep. I know, that's Auntie Ellen for you.
Yep, no Meghan, no compromise, no negotiation. This message wasn't passed through family group chats or a discreet phone call. Instead, it was delivered via palace intermediaries, cutting out all direct contact between Charles and Harry. According to The Mirror, the tone of this royal decree was described as unmovable, decisive, and necessary for the crown. Royal insiders claim this message was 3 years in the making. A quiet, calculated chess move finally set into motion. Sources believe Charles's timing was deliberate, aligning with his renewed public image following King's Day celebrations and the Commonwealth Summit. One source put it bluntly. This wasn't personal. It was constitutional.
Northwards is bringing cloud.
Now let's peel back the gilded curtain. Because this goes way deeper than just family tension. This is about power, disruption, and safeguarding the monarchy's very structure. Senior royal advisors are now quietly referring to Meghan's influence as institutional sabotage.
Right, everyone talks about what it's like for this.
In internal briefings, palace courtiers reportedly expressed concerns that Meghan has sought to destabilise the monarchy using the media as her battlefield. Angela Levin, royal biographer, told GB News, "There is a widespread belief that Meghan has intentionally tried to weaponise her royal status while tearing down the institution from afar.
The world wouldn't be able to tell."
And that's not just idle talk. From the explosive Oprah interview to the Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan and Harry's memoir Spare, every detail spilled to the press has triggered a ripple effect of mistrust and damage control within the palace.
To do as parents is protect them, and so as we can.
And here's the darker twist. One former aide referred to Meghan's strategy as a soft coup, saying, "She didn't need to be inside the palace to influence what happened inside." That's the most dangerous kind of threat.
Agents can give them...
While the world debated Sussex tabloid drama, King Charles watched it all unfold and waited for his moment to strike. Here's where it gets more complicated. Despite stepping back from royal duties in 2020, Harry and Meghan still hold their titles, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And for a lot of people, that's pure hypocrisy. If they left the firm, they shouldn't keep the titles. You can't have it both ways. At Britwatch Daily, strip them now. Total disrespect to the Queen's legacy. At Crown Talk UK. So why hasn't King Charles done it?
Throughout my life, music is meant to...
According to the Daily Express, insiders say it's a strategic delay. Stripping them would have sparked an international PR inferno, especially just after the Queen's passing. The monarchy, already under scrutiny in the Caribbean and parts of Africa, couldn't afford that kind of blowback.
And I know that my...
Instead, Charles chose the long game. Royal editor Rebecca English writes, "The King believes time will naturally distance the Sussexes more effectively than any official statement could." But
This Christmas Day...
Some theorists believe there's more to this. Was Charles keeping their titles intact as a trap? A method to expose any further misuse or misrepresentation? A royal source told The Telegraph, keeping the titles gave them rope. What they did with it, well, that's now very clear.
Teas and meetings and...
Now let's go back to September 2022, Balmoral Castle, Scotland. Queen Elizabeth II lay on her deathbed, and the royal family was summoned for one final farewell. Prince Harry, despite the chaos, flew to be by her side. But Meghan, she was explicitly told not to come.
The message of the angel.
Multiple reputable outlets, including Sky News, confirmed that King Charles personally told Harry Meghan's presence would not be appropriate. It wasn't about space on the jet or schedule conflicts. It was an act of cold exclusion.
Prove that you're pretty enough.
Here's where it gets even colder. Meghan had already booked accommodations nearby, reportedly prepared to push past royal resistance. But before she could act, the palace issued firm orders. Meghan was not welcome.
Princess Charles in 1976.
Aides were allegedly instructed to block all press speculation about her attendance and prevent any last-minute changes. The atmosphere at Balmoral, normally solemn, was tense with unspoken conflict.
Of daunting perils and
A senior palace staffer said under anonymity, "It wasn't just a snub. It was a declaration of rank. One that put the crown above emotion." Now here's where things get murky. Borderline espionage.
of
Behind closed doors, some insiders claim that national security concerns have influenced King Charles's hard stance. A report from The Spectator hints at internal palace concerns that certain communications involving Meghan triggered red flags among royal security analysts.
So at the moment, there's a huge
A former MI5 intelligence analyst who worked indirectly with royal liaisons revealed anonymously, "We couldn't confirm leaks, but patterns in digital communication raised concerns." Protocols were quietly tightened.
by 2050.
One former staffer described it as an informational lockdown. Sussex-related briefings were minimised. Clearance levels were raised. Confidential reports were no longer shared with anyone outside core personnel. While there's no public evidence of wrongdoing, the mere suggestion of compromised material could explain Charles's urgency. An insider whispered, "It's no longer about emotional fallout. This is operational now."
And hospitality and so many.
Could Meghan's exclusion be part of a broader defensive strategy? Not just about preserving tradition, but safeguarding the crown from a digital age crisis. As the news broke, the internet exploded like never before. King Charles goes savage. Charles said, "No Meg, no problem." Royal drama, themed tea and tiara. About time Charles showed some backbone. At Sovereign Watcher, but Meghan's defenders weren't quiet either. They fear a strong, independent woman speaking the truth. Meghan deserved better. Woke Windsor. This is exile disguised as diplomacy. At Markle Matters, on Reddit threads, wild theories circulated about a sealed royal dossier on Meghan, allegedly withheld from the press but accessible to royal security. One user speculated, "There's no way Charles made this decision without real cause. There's something big we're not seeing." The conversation is no longer royal family gossip. It's a cultural flashpoint, dividing households, headlines, and history buffs alike. So, is this just about Meghan, or is it about legacy control? Multiple reports, including from The Times, suggest King Charles is working behind the scenes on a radical streamlining of the monarchy. Fewer royals, less drama. A tighter, more trusted circle of power. He wants to push William and Kate to the forefront and eliminate outliers who threaten the image of the modern crown. Meghan, with her media savvy, brand deals, and American celebrity connections, represents an unpredictable wildcard. And that, in Charles's mind, may be the ultimate threat. Insiders say Charles has been preparing this move since before his coronation. As one source put it, he's not just the king of tradition, he's now the king of transition. This Meghan decision may only be phase one. And so we reach the breaking point.
Pride and gratitude.
Prince Harry stands torn between two lives, his royal bloodline and the new life he's built in California with Meghan. But King Charles has made one thing clear. Harry's return is conditional. Sources close to Prince William have hinted at even stricter boundaries. If Harry comes back, he must issue a public apology, renounce past claims, and cut all royal ties with Meghan. A royal insider confided to the Daily Mail. It's not exile, it's re-entry under extreme scrutiny, and it's the only way forward. The suspense is boiling over. Will Harry sacrifice love for legacy? Will Meghan respond publicly, or let silence speak? Only time will tell, but one truth stands tall. The Crown has spoken, and Meghan Markle is no longer part of the plan.
I would say if
Who? What do you think? Has King Charles gone too far? Or was this the move the monarchy desperately needed? Is Meghan a misunderstood disruptor, or a real threat to royal stability?
Love that. We need more of that.
Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're diving headfirst into this royal rabbit hole. And don't forget to subscribe for more explosive updates, royal bombshells, and celebrity drama you won't see on the front page. Stay tuned, because in the world of crowns, secrets, and scandal, nothing is ever truly over.